you already subscribed, welcome back, my darling. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe, because baby, crazy shit like this happens to me all of the time. The story times will never end. I'm in my 30s and this shit's still going on. Like, is there hope? I don't know. Also, the secret emoji for the Christmas giveaway is on the screen now. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm just gonna make this clear. I'm not gonna be, outing any businesses here. Also, when I mentioned this today on Snapchat, people were making some comments about the race of the people there and different things like that. We're not gonna be talking about any of those things. So if you came here for that type of shit, like, leave now. Like, that doesn't even really matter. Now, do I believe that part of the language barrier might have came into effect? Possibly. So you can keep that in mind with a grain of salt. We don't know, okay? But I've been going to this place, you guys, and that is my fault. But I have continuously went to this place for the past 2 years straight. Every 2 weeks, your girl goes and gets her nails done, okay? Now, there is one nail tech there that I absolutely love, and she does a phenomenal job. Matter of fact, we'll even say 2 that I like. But one in particular, I love her. However, it seems like since I've been going back to get my nails done again, which I didn't start going back to get my nails done until I would say August, she's never there. Like, she is never there, which she does have a son. And, every time I call before I go, I'll be like, we'll call her Kate. Is Kate there? And they'll say no, she's gone to get her son, etc. So I just settle for whatever tech is there. Now, mind you guys, have I had not the best experiences every other time? 100%. But nothing that would strike me to make a video. And it's that thing, like, this is me, okay? So I will literally let things continuously pile up if it's me, till the end of time. However, if it's like Chris, my sisters, my mom, his family, like, that's when things change. That's when Morgan Shea isn't Morgan Shea anymore. That's when Morgan Shea turns into just like Katie bar the doors. Like, if it has to do with me, it's a completely different ball game. Like I was telling you guys on Snapchat, you can literally run me over with a Mack truck and I'll be like, oh, it was my fault. I stepped out too soon. Like, But last week, literally 7 days ago, I went to the nail salon to get a fill-in, okay? Per usual, Kate is not there. The other tech that I like there, we'll call her Shelby. Shelby is busy, okay? And so I get this new tech. This tech is brand new. And I will say that this tech, I couldn't, like, there was a barrier. There was a language barrier there. And she could not understand what I was saying. And she also spoke a different language than the rest of the nail techs, okay? So they have a hard time communicating with her themselves, okay? And the remainder of the nail techs there, they don't speak English either, but they don't speak this nail tech's language, okay? That's as far as I'm gonna go with that. So I'm trying to explain to her that I wanted to get a new full set, because the set that I had on, I had just continuously gotten fill-ins since like the middle to end of August. So I felt like it was time to get a new set. And she had a hard time understanding me. And the other tech that I really like, what did I say we were going to call her? Shelby, I think. Shelby comes over and she's trying to explain to her that I'm wanting a new set. And she's having a really hard time. Like, it probably took them like 15 minutes to like explain to her what I wanted. And now this tech that was doing my nails, she's new to doing nails. She's done pedicures, like I've seen her in there doing pedicures. I had never seen her do nails before. Okay, so I found out that I arrived around 2:50, and I'll have call logs in here that shows when I left at 6 o'clock. Keep that in mind. So I don't know if maybe she had been like practice. I don't know. So I'm just trying to explain to her, you guys seen the color that I got. What I actually wanted was short, basic square tip, but I wanted them like the length of my normal nails, okay? Just basic square tip, and she ended up painting the nails the wrong color as well, but I just let it go. I was like, whatever. Maybe she misunderstood what number I said. Whatever. Like I said, guys, I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. Like, that's just not who I am. She ends up shaping the nails wrong. I don't say anything. Like, guys, I didn't say nothing. But for a basic set of nails, literally like this right here, except a different color, it took her 3 hours, and that is lowballing it. I was trying to look at my text today to see what time I texted Chris when I was finished, and I couldn't find the text. If I was able to find the text, I will put the text on the screen right now, and I want you guys to remember that I walked into the nail salon at 3:30 that day. But Chris said he remembers it being 3.5 hours. So something like that, okay, if there's no text on the screen. The main tech that I used to, when I would get my long, like crazy nails, it would take her 2 hours. And that's like normal. Like if I'm getting a new set, like 2 hours, I'm used to being there, but like 3.5, almost 4 hours, like damn girl, like that was a long time. But like I said, I let it go. I don't say a word because that's just me. 3 days into getting this new set of nails, my thumbnail, okay, this nail right here, split all the way to about there, okay? So it was like lifting, but I didn't like pull it off or anything, okay? So just basically like letting it run its course. And you guys know that I like work at home on a computer, so I don't like do like crazy labor with my fingers or anything. So I was like, well, hopefully it'll last until this weekend. So my plan was to just go get that thumbnail fixed this weekend. So then today, if you follow me on Facebook or Snapchat, then you probably seen what happened. But I almost got hit in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. I had to like run up in the grass of the parking lot. The lady in front of me did get hit by this little Fiat that was, oh my gosh, that's a whole other story with that guy, whole other story. But then my bird finger nail completely came off, okay? This is the new nails, okay? So I have this huge, like weird phobia thing that like when I go back to edit videos, if my nails look crusty and dusty, it bothers me. Like bothers me to the point to where I will not even edit the video correctly. Like I will be so focused on the nails, like it's just bad. I came home, I told Chris, I was like, I've got to go get my nails done today. And where I live, nail salons are not open on Sundays except for the one that I always go to. And I was like, dang, I really don't want to go there. My girl I know is not there on Sundays, so like, oh, I really don't want to go, but I'm going to go because I planned to film a favorites video tonight. So I knew that I had to film tonight in order to get you guys a Monday's upload. So I went to the nail salon, and then we didn't do a favorites video because this shit happened. So I walk in and they're being really precautious. They're checking temperatures and all of these things. You have to wear a mask the entire time you're in there, and they send you straight back to get your hands washed, which great. I love that. But instead of letting me go up and find a color, he like brings the colors over to the chair where he's gonna, his area where he's gonna do my nails, and he like yanks my hand and starts doing my nails, and he keeps like going which like, what do you want? What are you needing? So he does it so many times that it starts to piss me off. Like at this point I'm irritated because he's like yanking my hand around. So I'm like, is everything okay? Like, and he's like, straighten your fingers. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, no, straight fingers, straighten your fingers. And I'm like, what the do you want from me? Like, I've never had anybody be like, straighten your fingers, straighten your fingers. I'm like, what the hell? He is doing my nails, okay? Now remember, these two nails have to be new. So he's putting my nails next to each other. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe when I look at them side by side. He's putting my nails side by side and looking at them. And I tell him,
I said, if it would be easier, just go ahead and we'll do a whole new set.
The problem with this nail salon, I would say the number one problem is they're in such a big hurry all the time. No matter what tech it is, it doesn't, even my favorite tech is even like she's quicker, but still yet she is still a good nail tech. I will say that. I tell him,
if it would be easier for you, go ahead and just do a whole new set, because I would rather there be a new set anyways, because I'm afraid that these are going to start popping off, you know.
And I had already spoke to the girl up front and told her, like, I literally came and got my nails done 7 days ago. Like 3 days into it, like one split all the way across. He's like, no, I'll check them. So he checks the nails, and I don't know how he checks them, but after he gets the polish and everything off, he's like, I checked the nails and they're good. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't, so whatever. So again, he's like measuring up, then the middle finger. So, oh my God, even looking at them, I'm like, what the hell? So here is my thumbnails. What the hell? And now let me show you the middle fingers. And the actual hell, you guys, they are like two totally different sizes. And it feels weird, like, I mean, look at the back there. Good grief, okay? So I don't know this at this point. Like, he's still like filing and all this stuff. And he starts to put the acrylic on. And I can tell by how thin these are. So you can see like all these other nails are from the set that I got 7 days ago. They're like super thin. So I can tell by the weight of it that these two are going to be like a lot thicker than the rest of the nails. And so I mentioned again, I'm like,
are you sure we shouldn't just go ahead and do all the nails?
Okay, so he can't understand me. So another girl comes over and she's like, is everything okay? And I was like, well, I just can feel like the acrylic on my nails, and I feel like that it's going to be a lot thicker than my other nails. And I just don't want, like, I lost, one basically 3 days in, lost another one 7 days in. Like, I just don't want to lose another nail here in a couple of days and, have to come back. Like, she grabs my hand, okay? So I have my hands in front of me like this. She yanks my hand, and I'm not exaggerating, you guys. I'm not being that way, I promise. She yanks my hand to the point to where the girl sitting next to me, it hits her chair, and she's getting her hands drilled on, and they drill her finger. And the girl's like, what the heck? She's like, no, these are fine. Okay, you know best, right? You all are the nail techs. I'm watching the football game they have on, not really even paying attention. And he's like, what color did you want? And I'm like, I don't know. You never let me choose a color. Like, you had me come straight to the table, and you had, like the little packs they have with like the nails, and it has all the colors. I was like, you had that with you, but you never gave it to me. So I don't know. I was like, I know I want a white. And he's like, oh, I've got you, which I'm not mad about the white. The white's fine. Honestly, whatever. Now, I had already told him, I said, is there a way that you can change the shape of my nails, since you don't want to, you say you don't need to do another full set? Because he was saying it will damage nail. Like, that's what he was saying. So he was saying it would damage my nails worse if I did a whole new set like 7 days in. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So I was like, is there any way that you can do a new shape? And he was like, yeah. I was like, I just want basic square, like just square nails, and I would like them pretty short. Well, he doesn't do that. He just completely like agrees and moves on, and then doesn't do it. Like, these are my nails. You can see the paint all over them. This one looks pretty crooked, if you ask me. Yeah. There's my thumbnail again. I mean, I cannot even with how big this daggone thumbnail is. I mean, geez, oh Pete, like, I'm not even a nail tech and I can see that that shit is like way off. But then he's done, right? Oh no, I missed a part. So then he says that he says, I have new, like, it's like the thing you put your hands in that dry the nails or whatever for gel. He says, I have a new one. I'm like, okay, sweet. You guys, I don't know what kind of like gel dryer he got, but the polish was like porcupine. It was like sticking up on like 3 of the nails, only on this hand, because this hand went in like the ones that the OPI ones that they all use. But this hand went in like some odd one that he brought, and it like made this nail here in my thumbnail, and you can still feel like texture on it. It's so weird. And like, I don't know, man. So that happens. Then he's done, right? Oh, by the way, you know, when they do like gel polish, before they even paint the nail, they put like that clear coat on it and then take the alcohol and wipe it off. He skipped that whole entire part. So I'm not a nail tech. I don't know how important that is, but he was like, not getting that. And I'm like, okay. So then he hands me, like, he's got his little book out and he's writing out how much I owe.
Why do you charge me for a full set?
So when I get up to the front, I'm like, look, he like basically refused to do a full set. I mentioned 2 separate times if a full set would just be easier, which I really wanted, and I told him that the second time. The second time I was like, look, I'd really rather just have a full set because I'm really liking how yours is a little bit thicker, like it feels like a normal nail. And he basically was like, no, like they're always in this super, super rush. I'm like, why am I getting charged for a full set then? And she's like, well, he charges it. And I don't know, like they started speaking a different language at that point, and I don't know what they were saying. I just paid it, whatever. I gave him a tip because he did do the nails, whatever. I left so pissed, you guys, and I'm not going to that nail salon anymore, like at all. Ever since I left, my middle finger like is sore. It's super, like if I even barely tap it, it's sore. And like they're uneven as hell, and he basically shaped them in a circle. They're not even oval shaped. Like this is literally, I was talking to Chris and he was like, if that was like sitting on the table, I would think it was a Tylenol. And yes, y'all, I am fully aware that this is a first world problem, and this is all my own fault. I'm aware of all of that, okay? Like, look at that shit. Like usually they'll shape them like, you know, subtly to where it kind of looks nail shaped. These look like Tylenols. Tell me I'm lying. Look at all that paint. This is $45 right here, people. Anyways, that is about the shitty nail salon that I'm still pissed off about, and I wanted to film this video while I was still enraged because that's always the best time for Morgan Shay to film a video. Also, do be sure that you are subscribed to my channel before you leave, and you guys always ask me, what is on your lips? What is on your lips? So I have the Pat McGrath Labs Flash 3 on my lips. It's this shade right here. And then over top of that, I have the Fenty Rihanna Gloss. So pretty. Love it. But yeah, you guys, be sure that you do go and follow me on social media. They are all linked down below. And until next time, bye. My crooked ass nails. Ugh.